videographer with media relations at Palm Beach Sheriff's Office. I worked in television news for around 23 years. I worked for all the major networks for affiliates in South Florida. So I've covered all kinds of stories imaginable. Since I've been at media relations, they asked me to go down with the emergency field force, 25 to 30 deputies. We went down to the Keys to help out because the Monroe County Sheriff's Office was completely overwhelmed by Hurricane Irma, and this gives them a break. So we went down a convoy. We left Lake Lytle Park early in the morning Sunday. I think it was September 17th, 2017. It was great to go in a convoy because we got down there faster. They basically got us through most of the intersections, red lights, because we had escort. We got down there. We went to a park in Marathon Key where the deputies helped set up air-conditioned tents so they could actually live there because there was nowhere for them to stay. The hotels were booked up, the ones that were actually open. I would say 95% of the businesses were actually closed in the Keys. I was there for 4 days. What we're doing with PBSO is we're going to have deputies going down there for about, I think, 5 weeks. And they're taking week turns. And then they do 12-hour shifts, 12 hours during the day, 12 hours at night. And what we did was they set up the base camp with the tents. They actually had a big tent down the road on Marathon where everybody was able to eat. All the emergency crews from all over the country came there, even Hawaii and Colorado, which amazed me. And they'd eat, and then they would disperse and do their various assignments. They had a shower trailer. They had their tents for sleeping. Gas. We actually brought our own gas, but I think Monroe County would have supplied us with gas had we run out. I was down there with one of our freelance videographers, Christian Bruno, and we went around and we shot various video of our deputies working and helping out the public, basically south of Bahia Honda State Park, down to Stock Island, which is right before Key West. And they would patrol the various streets, they would check on residents, they would try to control looting and just help people out. So I actually got video of deputies, the public coming up asking questions, or deputies actually clearing some roads of debris so people could drive their cars down the roads to check on their homes. We went through some neighborhoods where people were already back and they had generators going. They were living in trailers. Some people were living in their homes, but all the water is bad. They had the boil water ordinance, which they probably still have, from leaky pipes and water being contaminated. We actually got video at night for the night shift, where we went through neighborhoods with a big spotlight, checking on homes. We ran into a couple with their dogs and their cat, where they were actually living in a little trailer outside their home, which had been heavily damaged, and they had a generator right next to the trailer, which I think would be really hard to sleep, but they were trying to be on the property so they could guard their property and work on it and try to restore everything. They were very grateful that PBSO was down there patrolling their neighborhood. I talked to one guy who had just gotten back to Stock Island, and he was going home so he could check on his home, and he was very grateful we were there guarding the neighborhoods to prevent looting and helping out the residents. We got a lot of amazing video. We got drone video. We have deputies and their convoys going over the bridges, over the 7-mile bridge. We got some amazing video of a house on Big Pine Key where the tidal surge was enormous, and it went right through the man's house, wiped the walls out, front and back wall. End walls were standing, fireplace was standing, roof was on, but the water had just gone completely through. We have amazing video flying a drone right through the house and popping out on the other end. Got houses that were totally demolished, boats overturned, vans overturned, trailer parks that were completely obliterated, trailers thrown everywhere. Trees down all over the place. Trees went through people's homes and crushed the homes, or just basically landed on the roof. When we were in Big Pine Key, it was really interesting. There were a lot of deer wandering the roads. And deer came up to me because I was pouring my water bottle and it could hear the water. And it was coming up to me, wanted a drink. So I actually held the water bottle out the window of the van and I poured it, and the deer started drinking the water because all their fresh water had been wiped out because the entire Atlantic Ocean had covered the island. So there was no fresh water. And I don't even know what the deer do for food. But that was really interesting. We got video of the reef on Big Pine Key that a lot of it probably had been destroyed. So the sponges and the coral were actually washed up on the beach, which, that's going to take a long time to regrow. We have video of a road that we were driving over that was big chunks of it had washed out because the entire ocean had come through and just washed it away. I would say from Stock Island to Bahia Honda got hit the worst. And that's our patrol area. So we had 25 to 30 deputies patrolling in shifts, 12-hour shifts, and just helping out the public. The residents really appreciate the help. I think it's great that the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office actually helps out counties that were hit harder than we were, because we didn't get it that bad. But Monroe County got it really bad, and I think it's fantastic that we're actually helping for such a long period of time, because it's going to take them a while to get things going again. I noticed every day a few more businesses were opening up. Most of them are still closed. So it's going to take a while for them to recover.